We're ready then. And here we go with the first set of the Montreux Volley Masters Final 2019. Japan with the serve. And it's not power that wins the first point for Poland. It's finesse from Kakalewska. Sends the setter, Wisniewicz, back to the service line. Japan's ball control against Italy's ferocious serving was brilliant in the semi-finals. Can they do it again today against this Polish serving unit? And it's 2 tips for 2 points to start this year's final. Well, the high-flying Akutagawa just finding the court away from the diving stencil of Poland. Well, sometimes takes a bit of time for both teams to settle in the big game. And that's certainly the case in that rally. Fine put away in the end from Shinabi. Didn't play in yesterday's semi-final, Risa Shinabi, but she's started this one. One of the most experienced players in this Japanese lineup. Nabea to serve. Good swing from Modric. Normally plays on that left side through the wing spiking position, but that's the one rotation where she has to play right side. And Wisniewicz, with the 2 big hitters in front of her, finds Modric very nicely indeed on the reverse. First chance for Kakalewska in the block, but just goes wide. Powerful shot from Japan to create that block out hit. Back to the service line, Akutagawa. Well, Greiber being put under a bit of pressure here for Poland. And that was always going to be Poland's point. Seiki put under too much pressure there by the pass in. And the 19-year-old just couldn't quite jump to make the set. Polish captain has had a very good week, Kakalewska. Can she finish it with a win? Śmazek forced to volley over, so Japan go again. And at the moment, it's Japan beating this Polish block quite easily. Takes a bit of timing though, or takes a bit of time to find that timing, especially the middle players. Maybe a set just to play themselves into this, especially against a multi-dimensional offense like Japan. Śmazek with a very high tip, but it's found the court. Scores level. Tremendous effort in defence from the libero Kabate. Unusual error from the pass here. Shinabi it was, just too far. Efimienko finishing it off. Śmazek with the serve. And getting that to dip quite beautifully. It's all to do with the physics, but once the ball reaches a particular speed, then it will start to move and drop. And that's gone down like a stone. And second error from Shinabi. I wonder how long it is before we see Yuki Ishii into the play. Better pass. And just about put away by the other very impressive middle player, Watanabe. She and Akutagawa were exceptional in the semi-final against Italy. Another clever play from Watanabe. Good pick up from Greiber. Rolled back into play. Japan go again, and that's clever from Seki. You don't see that often at this level, such is the quality of defence. Case in point with Greiber's pickup, but Seki knew all the Polish players were back on their heels there. Clever over on 2 from her. Nice pick up from Stenzel. Oh, that's really clever from Schmazek. Well, that's the area that she likes to hit anyway. But on this occasion, she tips it to exactly the same spot, and Shinabi can't make the play. Schmazek goes over the 100-point mark in this tournament. And a good serve. Poland giving Japan a real workout from the service line at the moment. And quite unusually, the ever-reliable Kabata, the latest Japanese player to shank a pass off of Greiber's service. Good hit, well picked up though from Greiber. And it's in play still. Good reactions from Efyumenko. Japan go again. Superb from Stenzel. Oh, that's amazing. What a rally. Schmazek into the net, but gets a piece of the block. And finally put away. Modric applying the finishing touch to a superb rally. But Poland have their libero, Stenzel, to thank for that. Wonderful dive to recover the ball, and it's forced Japan into a timeout. Coach Kumi Nakada, fantastic player in her time, both in the Pro League and for the national team, but unfortunately, a series of knee injuries cutting her career short. She went from there into fashion modelling, had a long career as a model, and then from there came back into Japanese volleyball as a coach and has made her way up through the ranks to finally take over in the head coaching job. And Poland playing very well in this first set after a slightly tentative start from both teams. It's that power at the net from this Polish team that is just starting to dominate here. Great block from Efyumenko and Modric. Greiber with a good service run here. Oh, she's a great player. Number 11, Yuri Nabaya, 24 years of age, from the Deniso Eribis club in the Japanese V-League. They got some wonderful names in that league. NEC Red Rockets, the champions Hisamitsu Springs, Okayama Seagulls, and then the Toray Arrows. And all of those teams represented in this Japanese squad. For Poland, all but 2 of their players playing in the Polish league. Schmazek with Bergamo in Italy, and Casamigliori is Kakalevska's club over in the Italian league. Well, it's bits and pieces, isn't it, for Japan at the moment? Can't seem to find any rhythm in this gold medal final. Efyumenko, Kakalevska's middle blocking partner, back to the service line. just gets it over the net. Well, it's long, and if it hasn't touched the block, no, it was going to be Poland's point, but it's confirmed as a touch. So first official Ilaria Wani signals this just off the fingertips of Kakalewska. Well, Kakalewska now going across to the referee and saying, I didn't call it. Who called it? Second official being asked by Kakalewska who touched the ball. And referee Ilaria Wani not happy with this. Kakalewska's the captain, so she is officially allowed to talk to the officials, but for only so long, and Wani, the first official, has had enough, so it's a yellow card for Kakalewska, who's such a friendly player. I can't think of a more unlikely player to be booked. But not happy about that point, not happy that the touch was given against her. And that yellow card will now be entered onto the scoring system. And emotions running a little high down there on court. Away we go again. Overpass from Poland, got a little too involved with that last point. And what a shot from Modric. She's sorted it out again. Doesn't always start for this Polish team, the number 16. But she's made that wing spiker's position her own over the last 2 games. Plezniewicz to serve, the Polish setter. Good block touch, wonderful pass from Stenzel. And a tip to the middle of the court from Modric. We said it yesterday in the semi-final. She has such a wonderful view of the court and makes some really good attacking decisions. And that's a tip that she's put down on the diagonal against Kabata, who's been one of the best liberos here at this tournament. Great pick-up from Stenzel again. Off pace to the middle of the court. And 2 points in a row with virtually the same play from Poland. The first a tip and the second a roll shot. But still into the centre of court. And that is most unlike Japan not to defend it. Well, Shinabi a little unlucky not to get that call there. But it's the second time out for Japan. In the warm-up before this match, Japan got together in the middle of the court while Poland were just going through their stretching routine. And they produced a quite phenomenal call, the Japanese players. Really fired up for this final. But it's just backfired a little. Haven't found any rhythm. I'm surprised that Yuki Ishii is not out there on court. She was a wonderful stabilising influence against Italy. And for whatever reason, Japan just not able to find their way into this final at the moment. Well, Śmazek very unusually beaten in the block. Gets a lot of shutdown blocks out there on the right side, but that's a clever hit from Shinabi. Śmazek can't believe it. Nabea with the distinctive eyewear back to the service line. And misses the court. And this is what I mean about Japan's lack of rhythm. They've struggled for side outs, they've struggled at the service line. And Poland, at the moment, comfortable. 15-10, Modric to serve. Nicely covered by Greiber. Pipe attack is away and clear for Poland. The pipe attack has been very impressive all week here in Montreux from all the teams. Backcourt attacker coming from the middle of the back line. and just putting it away off the block. Great stuff. Tall front line for Poland right now. But still, Kakalewska can't get her first block of the game. Japan using the ball well. Number 19, Yuka Imura, another player that didn't start yesterday's match in the semis against Italy. So a fair amount of experimentation in this first set from Japan. And on the evidence of the scoreline, I'm afraid you have to say it's not working. Remember, they've got the experience of Nana Iwasaka, the captain, on the bench. They've got Mia Sato, Japan's oldest and most experienced player in the lineup, the setter. And they've still got Osanai, their top scorer, and Yuki Ishii to come on. So despite how well Poland are playing in this first set, Japan, remember, have another set of players that they can go to if they need to. Kakalewska gets the overpass. Poland get the point. And still, out on that left side, Poland not making the blocks at the moment. It's a key feature of their game yesterday against Thailand, the number of times that Śmazek and yesterday's starting middle blocker, Alagieska, shut the ball down. Double substitution, Seki comes out. In comes Miyasato, the usual starting setter. And then the other swap is number 27, Nagakawa, the usual opposite player. Oh, free net. And that's a quite brilliant piece of setting by Plesnjarovic. And setters don't often get as much credit as they deserve in situations like this. Efemienko did her bit to attract the blocker's attention. Nagakawa, new player on court, along with Miyasato, the setter. And an ace serve onto the line. And this particular Japanese lineup is falling apart at the moment in set one. No more timeouts for the coach to go to. That's comfortably inside the baseline. Japan will celebrate. They won't worry about the fact they're 7 points down. They'll just be trying to get some momentum into this first set performance. But they have struggled at the moment. Watanabe with the kill. And that's been the problem. One step forwards, one step back for Japan. Good point, followed by error. And at last, Yuki Ishii is brought into the situation. Probably a little too late to save this first set, but with a chance to change Japan's fortunes. Brilliant pass to start. Lovely stop from Efemienko, but play on for Japan. Brilliant pick up. Greiber, superb in the back line, and Śmazek wails it out over the baseline. Well, she took her time to get into the match against Thailand, Śmazek, but when she did find her rhythm, she was unstoppable. And there's a signal. Rozanski has been asked to come to the bench, so the number 19 waiting in the wings, potentially to come on court. Nabeya. Happy now that Yuki Ishii is out on court with her. Yushi Nabeya, high-flying hitter. And a super put away from the 25-year-old. Śmazek. Missed again. Oh dear. And Śmazek goes to complain to the referee, but it's been overturned, the line's decision by Ilaria Vanier. Rozanski comes in for Kaznerovic. Blocking substitution here. Novica is the backup setter. She may come on in a moment, Novica. Rozanski gets to the ball. Good block from the number 19. And a good pickup as well. Great introduction to the match. And still we play on. Free ball, Poland. No setter, remember. Oh, I don't believe that. That was cheeky from the Polish captain, Kakalewska. What a play. No setter on court for Poland, so Kakalewska says, okay, it's me, and goes over on 2. Cheeky stuff from the Polish captain. And coach Nawrocki can't believe what he's seen either. Oh, wonderful block. What a substitution. Rozanski's been brilliant since she's come on court. And Poland with an absolute hatful of set points, courtesy largely of Rozanski. Well played, coach. Good substitution. 24-15 Poland. And the crowd chanting Rozanski's name. She's done it again. Ball still in play. Still no setter on court for Poland. Maybe it's the new way forward. It's coming back. Japan go again. Poland go again. Kakalewska this time sets it. Not a great one. She's going to have to set again. Stunning from Poland. It's amazing. Another massive rally and another massive block. And Rozanski gets the winning score. Twisted her ankle in the process. Hopefully she's okay. She's okay. That was brilliant. Well, it's unconventional from Poland, but my goodness me, did it work. And that last block just gets thumped by her captain, Kakalewska. But she won't mind. Well, when substitutions work like that, that's Price wandering around, clipboards in hand, shaking their heads and unable really to offer any explanation for that first set performance. Poland lead then by 1-0 in the Montreux Volley Masters 2019 final. And away we go with set 2. Huge hit from Kakalewska and did some real damage there. Japan nearly got it back into transition, but more by luck than judgment. Kaznerovic then set very well in the opener for Poland. Good playmaker is Kaznerovic with the ball on her head. And Poland's pass, in general, held up very well indeed. Absolutely key here for Japan that they don't let Poland get away again in this second set. Nabaya with the serve. And a super kill. Fast through the wing from Japan's leading scorer. Osanai was impressive in the semi-final against Italy, and that was an impressive kill. But the same problem following Japan into the second set. One great play followed by an error. And most of the time it's been service errors. Nabaya this time at fault. Modric to serve for Poland. Better control for Japan. Quite an expansive reverse set to Akutagawa through the middle, but Akutagawa's got a fantastic jump. So copes with that comfortably from the young setter. Now this is when Śmazek is going to earn her money for Poland today. Any ball that's off the net, Plesniarovic is going to be looking for her big point scorer. And Śmazek has to keep putting the ball away like this. First decent shot of the final for her. And a very similar angle found by Shinabi. Uncomfortable moments for the new Japanese coach, Kumi Nakada. Desperately needs her team to start playing in this final. But they still can't find that rhythm. Another good put away from Poland, this time Greiber. Not a great pass from her, but sorts it out with a lovely hit. Śmazek. Great touch from Plesniarovic. Śmazek from the back line. Defended again by Japan, but Poland have it under control. And the block works for Efimienko, the big number 10. Shuts the lights out on Japan. That was indeed a monster block, and this is how you do it if you're watching at home. Just get across, get the arms over the net, and point everything back into court. Beautifully done. Overpass, contested by Efimienko. Plesnovic wide to Greiber, but she's contacted the net on the swing. Decent enough quick set out wide, but Greiber just a little over eager. Well, she'll be disappointed with that because the ball was there to be finished. Kobata celebrating not having to prolong the rally. Good serve. And Japan with a chance to score. Nabaya stopped. Backline offense, beautifully hit. And it's been a very welcome addition to the Japanese lineup. Miwako Osanai, the 21-year-old, who plays her volleyball with Hitachi Rivali in the top division in Japan, with another good kill. And Japan look a little steadier in this second set. Great kill. Close to a zero tempo there. Efimienko in very quickly. And Plesniarovic is very good at just putting the ball into the hand of those middle players. Efimienko knew that position one was open for the hit and finished it nicely. 6-all. Oh! And Watanabe with the kill of the game for Japan. Fireworks from this Japanese team. Another wonderful set from Seki on the reverse. Easy serve from Watanabe though. And it comes back with interest. Almost a badge of honour for setters sometimes. When their opponent has put up a decent set, they like to respond in kind. So two quick reverse shots from two exceptional middle players. And it's a point apiece for Japan and Poland, 7-all. Great block. And Modric reads it this time. Seki just one reverse too many. That was a terrific stop from the Polish number 16. Poland 8-7. Efimienko to serve. Nabea. Steep cross court. Checking out Nabea's stats the other day in terms of her jump height, and she doesn't jump that high. She contacts the ball on the spike at 3:05, but she's got such a marvelous wrist. She can bend the ball past most blocks. And the Polish middles at the moment are picking Japan off at will. Hitting high and hitting deep into the corners. Kakalewska this time. Too easy. And the problem for Japan is if they put defending players there into the corners, then they've got the whole of the middle of the court open for tips. Kakalewska with her standard block from the floor. Does at least one of them a game, but it doesn't reap any dividends. Japan just continue the play and kill the ball down the line. Nice spinning shot from Shinabi. Certainly improved her game in set 2, Shinabi, in the number 4 shirt for Japan. Nabea. Coming back, but it's a free ball to Poland. And Śmazek just cannot get into this match. That's a real concern for Poland at the moment. She wanted this called as a touch off the arm, but that's way wide. And Śmazek, at the moment, just can't buy a kill. And Greiber. Well, she might be the best passer in the tournament according to the stats, but she's been the service target for Japan in this gold medal final from serve 1. Japan building the pressure in set 2, starting to find their way into this gold medal final. And a miss from Kakalewska. No, it's been overturned. So, that's the referee's view of what happened. Kakalewska with the hit and a clear net touch, so well spotted by the second official. Nice side tandem. You don't always run your wing spiker wide out on the antenna. Sometimes you can just pop the ball over the top of the middle player and let them do the rest. Nice kill from Osanai. She's been a superstar here in Montreux, has Osanai. Greiber under pressure on the pass again, under pressure on the hit. Śmazek sorts it out for Poland. Boy, do they need her to come to the party in this match. She is nowhere near her best at the moment. Just struggling with her timing, but still getting the job done there. And Seki is putting the ball on a plate for the attackers at the moment for Japan. Wonderful set again, and that's arrived exactly where Shinabi wanted it. Great kill, sliding it down the line past Greiber. Poland let off the hook. Śmazek back to the service line. Japan have done their homework on Śmazek. They're picking up some really good blocks at the net on her, defending her cross-court shots nicely. Free net, and Watanabe has missed the court. Running round on the slide D, so that wide play on the reverse for the middle player. But just giving it too much. 13 all. Polish fans in good voice. And Poland take the lead again. Well, struggling to believe this, but Kobata making another service reception error. The libero for Japan, not on her game either. Good position for Graber, but the ball just hit way too hard. And goes up and hits the ceiling here in the Omnisports Arena. Nice shot from Osanai. She's been the difference, Osanai, in this second set. Goes back to the service line now. Excellent jump serve, well controlled. Schmazek hammers it through the block, but Japan defend and take the point. Nabaya with the presence of mind there to know that that block was pretty well formed, so just waited for the hands to show and then used them as a target. Very clever. Poland have the ball. Schmazek again. She cannot put it away. No problem though for Japan. And Osanai is becoming the key to Japan's performance here. It's another point for her. Deflection, just wrong footing Modric. Osanai to continue serving. And Poland finally put the ball away. Osanai just getting a service toss wrong there, so had to chase the ball and take the pace off the serve, which meant a much easier pass from Modric and a much easier feed from Plesnerovic to Efimienko. Plesnerovic with the serve. Too good. Watanabe makes up for the earlier error. Beautifully done. Well, you know it's a good set from that side on angle when you're looking at it and you think it's going to the middle. Efimienko thought it was going to the middle, but it didn't. It went wide and fast to Modric. Coach Nawrocki going to make a change, I think, for Poland. We know the substitution he made in the last set, and it was a brilliant substitution. Nice kill from Nabaya. Brought Olivia Rozanski, the Bielska-Biała player, onto the court. And boy, did she make an impact. And they might need her here. Change not made yet. Well, it was an ugly point, but it's gone Poland's way. Plesnerovic running across to set this ball, realised she couldn't set it, so just shovels it over. And Japan caught completely flat-footed. And Poland will take points any way they can get them at the moment. 18-17 still to Japan in set two. Good serve. Poland have a chance. Śmazek, no, still no kill for her. But another wonderful shot from Nabaya. And Japan open up that 2-point margin again. It's a side-out game for them now. If they can just keep killing the ball on Poland's serve, Japan can level this match. Modric tips. And she's been a superstar for Poland over the last 2 days. Not the regular starting wing spiker for the team in red, but she has really earned some super points under real pressure. Shinabi once again thinks she got a bad call there. It did certainly look like she made the defensive play, but it's Poland's point. Good dig from Stenzel. New player on court, Stysiak can't put it away. So real height out there on court at the moment for Poland in the front line. It's out. Lines judges signal no touch. And Osanai, for the first time in this set, has missed. So Poland's tallest player, 1.98 m, is on court. Magdalena Stysiak, number 9, next to a player at 1.97, Kakalewska. And that's the two blockers that finish the points. And I tell you what, Jacek Nawrocki has only pulled off another genius coaching decision. Well, you do have those days with clipboard in hand every so often, but every decision he calls is turned to gold, and it's a timeout to Japan.
サーブレシーブした後に相手のミドルブロッカーが早く見切って両サイドのブロックどっちかにかけてくるからちょっと後ろの特にリベロを中心にどっちに動いてるかも指示出してあげる。でラインを使うときはビクッとなるべく遠いところに入れるばらけてるのでだいぶばらけてきてるから頑張る頑張るバックロも呼んで
Swiss team finished 8th at their own tournament this year, but played some really good matches. I thought they performed very well indeed, and they watch on. All the teams stay on at the end of the tournament. Germany, who finished 7th, beating Switzerland in yesterday's 7th-8th playoff, enjoying the action in this gold medal final. Poland just getting their noses in front, but Japan levelled the score. Akutagawa with another really handy kill. Now this is when Poland need Śmazek to come to the party on the right side of court. Stenzel gets the ball into the air, but it has to be set wide. Oh, and Stysiak just comes up with the kind of shot that we see from her in the warm-up. She's only a youngster, only 18 years of age, but this is world class. What a kill. Still a massive front line for Poland. Efimienko, the new middle blocker, but Japan with ball control can run whatever they want. Great set from Seki to Watanabe. And Japan level again. Nakagawa comes on, as does Sato. So double substitution for Japan, keeping a tall blocker in the front row. Backup setter Miyasato with an ace serve. And now it's the Japanese substitutions of Kumi Nakada, the coach, that are working. And for all of Stysiak's ferocious service and hitting power, struggling with the pass a bit. Japan with another chance to score. Oh no, straight down. And Efimienko, one of the unsung heroes in this Polish team, steps up with a terrific block. That is a massive shutdown. And here we go. In comes Rozanski. Wisniewicz makes way. And Poland will play the next point with no setter. It's all about the height in the front line. All about the block. Śmazek to serve. No, not this time. Substitution will be reversed immediately. Back on comes Wisniewicz. And it's because of that hit by Japan. No joy for Poland. 23-22 Japan. Side out game at the moment in set 2. Stesiak keeps her place on court. Backs away from the pass, and the lines judge says that's hit the line. So we're going to see Stesiak removed from court. And the more favoured passer, Greiber, comes on. That's bang on the line. Great call from the lines judge. 2 set points then for Japan to get back into this gold medal final. And Coach Nawrocki calls a timeout for Poland.
Spokojne przyjęcie, uwaga, tutaj strefa 6-5. Gdyby było przejście, układamy opcję w następnej akcji, dobra? I zasłona, pamiętamy o tym. Najpierw przyjąć, robimy przejście, odjeżdżamy. Go!
Well, it's a pretty straightforward equation here for Poland. They've got to pass the ball well. They've got to effect a side out, win the ball back, and then serve tough and block tough. And there's another look at that ace that brought the timeout. Lovely hit from Osanai. She has caused Poland all kinds of trouble since she has come onto court in this final. 2 set points then to Japan. Good serve. Just misses the ceiling. Greiber forced to tip. Japan now can win the set. And they do. Off the blocker now. And we go 1-1 between Japan and Poland here in Montreux. And yet again, at this iconic tournament, the fans being treated to some world-class volleyball. 25-15, Poland took the first set, and a battling comeback from Japan. 25-22 as they get it across the line to level the score at 1 set apiece in this race to 3. And that's how they did it. Nabaya just shooting that off of Efimienko's block and out of court. Ilaria Vagni of Italy blows the whistle to start set 3 in this gold medal final in Montreux. We're 1-1, Poland v Japan. Super start, and you could see as that rally developed, Poland just got more and more ragged. It was Japan that kept their composure and stayed patient. Another superb kill from Nabaya. So steady in the air. Recycled by Japan. Poland don't have it under control, but Śmazek does the job from the back line, and that's more like it. I know it's only one shot, but that's what Śmazek has to do in this match again and again if Poland are going to win against Japan. Hell of a set from Stenzel to get that into some kind of hitting zone for the big number 17. And a good stop from Kakalewska. Osanai, no joy at the start of set 3 then from the number 21. Wisniewicz back to serve for Poland. No joy. Players have all sorts of ways of switching positions on court once the service happened. That was a new one from Śmazek and Stenzel. 2-all. I think we can safely say that Śmazek has arrived. Impressive start to set 3. Just when Poland need her. Just misses the ceiling. Plesnatovic gets it wide, but it's a free ball, Japan. And it's wide from Asane. Well, at least that's what the lines judge says. The Japanese players disagree, going en masse to the referee there to ask for that decision to be overruled. Well, these are always tight calls. If the ball compresses down, it's in. But on first viewing, it looked wide, and on second viewing, it looked wider. Good start from Poland. Śmazek out of system, but can't put the ball away. That's better. No, nobody there to cover off the block for Graber. Pretty good finish in the end from Akutagawa. She got a piece of it, Shinabi got a piece of it, and Akutagawa goes back to the service line. Out. No touch. And the decision's not going Japan's way at the moment, but this one looked clearly long and didn't catch a piece of the block. Another point, Poland. Kakalewska's turn to produce the error, the Polish captain. Nice run from Efemienko. She knew she was high in the air and stable. So rather than try and pick a shot, she just hit it from as high as she could, as hard as she could, and worked it off the block of Watanabe. Sprawling effort in backcourt from Stenzel, but another kill for Nabaev. Great pipe attack, being very careful to make sure she didn't step on that 3-meter line. Millimeters to spare. Osanai jump serve, well controlled by Graber. Śmazek, and that's more like it. That's the angle that brings Śmazek a lot of points. She nails the ball onto the tee, the point where the 3-meter line hits the sideline, and gets a lot of joy from that shot. Graber serves. She's served well in this game so far. Easy pick up for Poland. Śmazek again. Same angle. Net slows it down though. And an easy finish for the Polish setter. Plesnatovic won't get many points in attack to her name, but that'll do. 8-5 Poland. Śmazek again. Oh! And that's why she's one of the best in the world. opens up the angle with 2 cross-court shots previously. Japan try and cover it, and she hammers it down the line. And Japan call a timeout.
On le voit, il y a une femme qui est la seule femme entraîneur ici de l'équipe nationale. Est-ce que c'est différent d'être entraînée par une femme?
Je pense que globalement, il n'y a pas vraiment de coach, mais la
Plenty of support for both teams here in the Saudi Perrier Omni Sports Arena, right on the banks of the Lake Geneva. It's a beautiful part of the world if you ever get a chance to visit. And if you can visit at the time of the Montreux Volley Masters, then you get double bubble. It's brilliant. World-class volleyball. And a great time in Switzerland. Well, Poland having a great time on court right now. Too many balls from Japan coming too close to the net for the likes of Efemienko. And just like set 1, Poland starting to move away. Again, the overpass. Schmazek starting to fire on all cylinders now, Schmazek. Doesn't take much to get her playing, but boy, do Poland need her in this kind of form. And Jacek Nawrocki, the Polish coach, knows exactly that. Massive service run here from Greiber. She clears up the overpass. And Efemienko puts away the quick reverse. And just like set 1, this is all clockwork for Poland. And just like set 1, coach Kumi Nakada of Japan has to call both timeouts early. Japan, the past masters at taking games to 5 sets against bigger opposition. But in terms of world rankings, Poland very much the underdogs coming into this final. Japan at 6 in the world, getting given a working over here in set 3. Nicely done. Transporting the ball around until Osanai gets found on the backcourt spike. He shoves that past the block and past Schmazek. Modric stopped. Japan with a free ball. And they make use of it, but only just. That wasn't the best pass to Seki. And Japan a little confused there, as was our first official, Ilaria Vanier, signalling the wrong way and saying to the Polish team, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It's actually Japan's point. Seki over on 2. After Efemienko deserted her post. Back at the service line. Middle blocker Aya Watanabe. Over past Poland this time. Yeah, good work. Oh, that's unlucky for Efemienko. Referee says you reached over the net and into Japanese airspace, and that was not your right to do so. Good recovery though, great footwork, and referee's absolutely right. That was Japan's ball to play and not Efemienko's to block. Śmazek. Good shot, great pickup. Śmazek again. Oh dear. And it just goes to show what you can create if you keep the ball in play. Wonderful pickup from Japan down the line. Watanabe all smiles. Serve and defense of the highest quality, and it's Poland's turn to call a
Śmiało,
timeout.
przyjmujemy, bierzemy na siebie Zuzę, ok, na siebie. Jak jest przy dwójce, wtedy jest przerzut do lewego. Jak jest przy trójce, to nakładamy do Malwiny. Spokojne przyjęcie. Dziewczyny, zostawmy piłę czasami w grze. Widzimy, że możemy tą gdzieś tam blokiem obroną sporo zrobić, także duży spokój.
Not sure Malwina Śmazek agrees with that. 2 sets in a row to her, and the second gave her virtually a free net. She just mishit it. Asking for the touch with the international signal for you touch that with the block, but no, Japan say no. Śmazek, 3rd time in a row. That's not a great set, but it ends up with a point for Poland. And boy, do they need this. Japan just starting to get some momentum in set 3. Shoved down inside the block. Slide D from Akutagawa. And Kakalewska, the Polish captain, knows that the Polish team have just gone a little flat here. And another tip works. Well, we've seen Modric on court since the semi-finals, and we've seen her tipping quite a bit. And she's actually only missed one of these shots. Every single time she tips the ball, she scores a point. Can't keep doing it because Japan will get wise to that fact. But at the moment, it's working. Kuznetovic to serve, so tall front line here for Poland for 3 rotations. And Seki very deliberately setting on the reverse to try and put some pressure on the shorter of the blockers in the front line for Poland, Modric. Five-point lead restored for Poland in set 3. Good block. Śmazek is all out of shape. The number 17 for Poland just cannot get a clean hit away, but backs Kakalewska up nicely with a good block. Shinabi trying to turn it to the line, but Śmazek was waiting for her. Great pick up from Stenzel. And another block from Poland. Japan, though, stay in the rally. Poland do the same. Great pick up from Plesnetovic. And we play on still. Oh, and Śmazek's got another one. 2 in a row for Malwina Śmazek at the net. Great blocking from the number 17. Another block of the monster variety, courtesy of that terrific pickup from setter Plesnetovic. Just kept Poland in the rally. Well, scrappy from Japan. Modric drifting too wide, so Kakalewska just couldn't close the block. But Poland surely Close to being home and dry in this one. Just need to keep siding it out. Nabea to serve. Japan needs some pressure from the service line. And they certainly need Osanai to come back into it. Cracking atmosphere here in the Salle de Perrier. And the fans enjoyed that one. Lucky for Japan, but they'll take it. Closing the gap now to 4 with that ace serve from Nabea, a net ace. I don't know if you just saw that, but Nabea went through her service routine, then got delayed and went back and restarted again by stepping inside the court and out. Slightly superstitious from Nabea. Oh, what a shot. Osanai, cross court. Substitutions coming for Poland, and this is an interesting one. We haven't seen Kamila Witkowska on court for a long time, and she might be coming on to replace her captain. Śmazek off the hands and out, and once again, just when Poland need her, she finds the shot. Italian team have just made their way into the Salle de Perrier. Great third place finish for them, beating Thailand earlier today by 3-1, so Italy will come in and take their place. 3-0 even. My apologies. Great stop. And just as Coach Nawrocki was thinking about substituting his captain, Kakalevska, she finally comes up with a stuff block. Well, in fact, it was all Śmazek. Third block of this set for her, but nicely closed by Kakalevska. Poland return the compliment. Japan, though, cover it off the net. That's lively thinking from this Japanese team. Good shot from Osanai. Well, if Japan can stay in this set long enough to bring Osanai back to the service line, that's how they won the last set. Another heavy hit. Kakalevska on her way down from the jump. Adds extra power to this shot. And the Polish captain enjoyed this one. Jumping for joy after that hit. Kakalevska back to serve. Well played, Grabber. Tight to the net and muscles it out. Well, there you go. Japan getting as many shouts from the crowd here in Montreux as Poland. Very evenly matched amongst the fans. But Poland with the advantage at the moment down there on court. Double substitution. Sato comes in on the back line as the replacement setter. Seiki and Shinabi take their leave from the court, and Nakagawa comes on in the opposite position. So 3 more rotations for Japan with tall players in the front court. Then it'll be reversed, but I don't think we'll get that far. Poland will be looking to finish this in 4 kills. Śmazek. Oh, goodness me. Welcome to the court, says Śmazek to Nakagawa. Not an overly powerful shot, just really well positioned with the hit. And Nakagawa just taking evasive action. Cross court from Osanai on her unfamiliar right side. And just overcooking that one. Not far wide, but the net just helping it over the line. 23-16. Śmazek to serve. Serves long. But at this point in the set, that doesn't really matter to Poland. They just need 2 more side-out kills. Just need to attack the ball successfully twice more, and they will be 2-1 up in this gold medal final. Osanai, though, gets round for her jump serve. Can she change things? Oh, that might have been going out off the net. And Sato deciding to defend it and has just basically bumped it into the crowd. Whoa, no, that would have clipped the line, to be fair to Sato. On comes the crowd favourite, Polish fans anyway, Rozanski getting chanted again as she gets substituted in. And plenty of set points for Poland, taken at the first time of asking. Another very strong set for Poland. And Japan find themselves in that rather familiar changes down there on court for Poland, sticking with the group of players that started this match. And have managed to get a 2-1 lead. 1 set away then from a first ever Montreux Volley Masters victory, Poland. But it's Japan that start with a solid kill to open up in set 4. Nabea solidly off the block of Modric. Great shot. And that's the problem that Japan have with the 2 middle blockers for Poland. Kakalewska and Efemienko touch the ball so high in the air that even with their maximum block jump, if Poland get it right, Japan can't stop them. Modric. Nabea blocked. Superb effort from Kakalewska. And a lift called, carry called against Japan in defence. And this nearly knocked Nabea's glasses off. Just got out of the way in time. And as it came back off the block, it was number 24, Akudagaya, who just spooned the ball up into the air for a carry. Back to the action. Śmazek. Picked off nicely by Seki. Nabea, though, smashes it out the back of the court. Tell you what, Japan have done their homework on Śmazek today. They really know where to be on court for Śmazek's hitting. And the big 17 for Poland has just struggled to really make a big impact on this final. But starting to play well now. 3-1 Poland. Great defence from Stenzel. And not to be denied. Forceful attack from Akudagawa. What a dig from Stenzel. That's remarkable defence from the Polish libero. But not this time. Akudagawa just turns it past the block. And that takes her back to the service line. Well, Śmazek woke up in set 3 and she's been playing pretty well since. 3 wonderful blocks out of the 6 kill blocks that Poland got in that last set. Kakalewska back to serve for Poland. 4-2 they lead. Really good shooting from Japan. Watanabe on the runaround slide D. And perfectly set from Seiki yet again. Kakalevska almost trying to form a block in the back line there. Got a hand on it, but couldn't bring it back into play. Decent pass from Greiber. But she smashes it straight into the Japanese block. Strong arms, strong shoulders from Watanabe. Japan level, 4-all. It's the way to do it. Scrappy rally. And finally, Japan get control of the ball. Shinabi with the serve, but well controlled by Greiber, and Śmazek just does what she does best. Picks off another point for Poland. Five all. Early moments of this fourth set as the teams fight it out. Good hit, but well controlled by Poland, and Efemienko has missed the shot. Not quite sure what she was trying to do with that. Poland had control of the ball, and that really should have been their point, and Coach Jacek Nawrocki knows it. Great serve, overpass. And over on two from Seiki. Clever play from the Japanese setter. Knew that Efemienko was waiting for the block on the wing spiker. Just caught her flat-footed. And Osanai continues to pummel the ball from the service line. Strange play from Plesnovic, but she might get away with it. Goes again. Śmazek this time sorts it out for Poland. Really strange play that from the Polish setter. Maybe felt that she couldn't actually get a clean set on the ball, so just played it over on two. But Poland get away with it, courtesy of Śmazek. Into the net, no touch on the block. Poland's point. 4 touches signalled by referee Varney. And here's why. Yeah, no arms involved, just straight into the net tape. Well, as long as Modric didn't touch that, it's Poland's point. And that is indeed the signal. And for once, Seiki not finding her target on that slide D to Watanabe. Poland back in front. Oh, straight down. Well, Nabaya forced to come in off her wing to chase that set. And Efemienko was waiting for her. Arms all over this one. And Japan forced to call a timeout. Japan always hugely positive throughout matches, even when the going is tough. You'll still see that kind of response in the timeout zone, and that's how they get back into games, by believing all the time that they can do it. It's a great mentality on court from this Japanese team. Another point chance, Poland. Modric tips off the fingers. That is clever play. Seiki, the target, just clipping off the top of the fingers and away. Not spectacular, but it's valuable. 10-7, Poland with a 3-point lead. In the context of this game, that is gold dust. And another block from Efemienko. Well, I think she really took missing that attacking shot about 5-6 points ago quite personally. And she's actually put in a huge effort in the front court since then. Second stuff block for Efemienko. And a slowdown block. Poland still with the ball. Śmazek hasn't had a hit for a while, Śmazek. Oh, that's good play from Plesniarovic. And still we go on. Japan. Wide. No. It's touched the block on the way past. So Ishii gets the point for her team. Had a relatively quiet game, Yuki Ishii, mostly because she hasn't been on court, but introduced back into the action now with a successful kill. Japan, though, still chasing this set. Watanabe, good serve onto Stenzel. A slightly wild hit from Modric, rather forlornly asking for the touch, but that was well wide, and timeout signalled by Jacek Nowrocki.
No jak wiesz, jak czujesz, oczywiście bardzo dobra decyzja, nie? Natomiast można wtedy wykręcić do skoku, albo żabę do środka, albo żabę do środka. Natomiast piłki ciągnięte z pola, Natalia, wtedy dawaj rotację pod górę. Dobra? Jedziemy, dalej, spokojna sprawa sytuacyjna. Jedziemy, go! Polska!
Right smile from Coach Nowrocki at the end of that timeout. He knows that was not tactical in terms of what he was discussing with his players. It was purely tactical in terms of taking the sting out of a little bit of momentum here for Japan. So still a 2-point cushion for Poland. But the Polish side need to kill this ball. Japan need to keep scoring. Watanabe. Good dig. Oh dear. Well, nobody went for the ball for Poland. And Japan nearly back on level terms here. Great dig from Osanai in the back line to keep it alive. Wide. And Watanabe will be kicking herself after that one. Chance to keep the pressure on Poland, missed. 2 points, lead restored. But all of a sudden, we go from a situation where Poland were dominant in the set to now having Japan for close company. Efemienko with the service. Kakalevska resumes blocking duties. Great pickup. And unfortunately, double touch against Plesniarovic. Just the ball bouncing between the fingers as it came out there on the set, and rather unusually, very consistent handling for Zverev. They're just trying to do too much on that occasion. Śmazek into the net, and Japan's comeback is complete in set 4, 12-all. And again, very similar to set 1, Japan winning a point, losing a point. Stasiak waiting on the bench. May see her introduced for some more blocking height at the net for Poland. Kuznerovic with the serve. Easily controlled. Śmazek, one blocker to beat, and doesn't do it. Oh dear me. Well, that was a strange one. That was Śmazek's point all the way, but she contrived to be able to hit the one blocker that was arriving. There is Stasiak waiting for her turn, the 18-year-old, tallest player in the Polish team. And Poland in trouble again, and the wheels are coming off here for the team in red, as Japan start to fancy taking this final to a 5th set. And wouldn't that be a fitting end to what has been a marvellous tournament this week? A 5-set thriller to finish. And Poland go from a situation where everything they touched at the net turned to gold to everything Japan now touch, winning the point. Second time out for coach Nawrocki. Japan lead 15-13.
Jeszcze raz, spokojne przyjęcie. Jeżeli uznasz tam do Natalii, raczej z suwem. Do lewego, raczej z jedynką. Ale gramy też, spróbujmy haczyk, dobra? Jesteśmy na haczyku. Go! Przyjęcie, go!
Another change in momentum. Kakalewska just not reaching over the net enough. A little disappointed with herself for that. Japan, 2-point lead. Turn things around very nicely in set 4. And you can just see from the body language of the Polish players, they know that this is going to be tough from here. Oh, what a stop. Akutagawa gets in on the action. It's been a while since we've seen a stuff block from Japan, but that'll do it. And what a player to get it on, Kakalewska, the Polish captain. Good work, Modric going off the fingers of the Japanese block for the point. Closes the gap to 2. And what Poland have to focus on here is just not letting Japan get away and hoping that their blocking form returns. Free ball. Stasiak is on. Well reused by Seki. Clever stuff from Japan. And still they play on. Oh, brilliant. Well, the crowd just loving this. Wonderful spirit in defense from Japan. Somehow keeping the ball alive, but only for Kakaleska to come in and apply the hammer. And she has battered that shot. Well played, Japan. Well played, Poland. Stysiak still on the court, the tallest player for Poland. And an ace serve recovers the situation for the European side. What a front line for Poland. Modric will serve, but every player in that front court is big for the Polish team. Japan with an issue here. Can they beat the block? They can. Well, that was a good rotation for Poland. Now, if you think back to the set that Japan won, this is exactly the rotation where Poland had a problem, because Stysiak is now in the service reception, and I'm sure Japan will try and hit the big teenager with the serve. Akutagawa into the net. Would you believe it? And that was a very important moment for Japan. That was a chance to score points. Stysiak remains in the front line next to Efimienko and Marvina Śmazek, who's coming into this game gradually. Out it goes and into the ceiling. Lucky from Osanai, she knows it. Double substitution for Japan. Sato and Nakagawa come in. Seki and Shinabi vacate the court. Didn't work for them in the last set, this substitution. Will it work this time around? Just trying to keep a taller blocker in the front line if they can. Super hit. Śmazek shapes for the cross court and smashes it line. Just watch the technique here. Very, very good shooting from the Polish superstar. 18-all. Japan come back strong. This is the kind of situation they like. Just trading points, trading side outs, and pushing it all the way to the business end of the set. For Poland, the nerves will be kicking in. Every time Japan go back to serve, they're under pressure now. Stysiak still in the passing lineup. And there is the serve that did all the damage so well in the set Japan won. Oh no! And Japan just can't make it count. Stysiak it is. The tallest player in this Polish team does what she's on court to do, block the ball. Alongside a terrific reaction from Efimienko to get herself here. And in fact, it is all Efimienko. I thought there was a hand in there from Stysiak, but no. Lamping a jump serve, Stysiak just delivering the power. It's in play still, over it comes. Japan have to go again. And they do go again. And I think we might see a substitution here. Is Stysiak going to stay on in the back line to pass? If she is, that's a big call from Coach Nawrocki. I thought we'd have seen Greiber coming back in to stabilise the pass. Well, I'm not sure about this. I think this is a chance for Japan here. But they don't hit Stysiak on the serve. Oh, but Śmazek hits Japan. That is sensational spiking. And all that the player could do down the line was get out of the way. Watanabe nearly decapitated. 20-all. What a set. Tight into the antenna, point Poland. And timeout called. Coach Kumi Nakada knows Japan are in a bit of trouble now. Well, the positive for Poland in this situation is the height that they have on court. The negative is exactly the same thing, the height that they have on court. There's no libero out there on this particular rotation because it's Efimienko that is serving. So they've got Efimienko, Śmazek and Stusiak defending in the back line, and that is wide open for Japan to attack and win the point if they can control the ball. Big serve for Poland. Off the net, still in play. Kakalewska volleys it deep. Japan go again. And again, the ball is touched, but it's killed. 21-all. Stenzel will come back into the play, and boy did they need her on that last one. But that's the way the rotations work in volleyball. Stenzel in for Efimienko. Stusiak is still in the passing lineup. That's a lot of faith being shown by Coach Nawrocki in the teenager. Will she now be the target for the service? She is. Good pass though from Stusiak. Śmazek puts it away. Brilliant from Poland. And what a pass from the tall teenager for Śmazek to finally apply the finishing touch. Now, more height in the front line. Plesnerovic to serve. Poland with the advantage. And the advantage cancelled out by Kudogawa. What a quick attack from Japan. Testing the nerves of both teams. A side-out game developing. Ishii with the serve. And Kakalewska, not convincingly, gets it on the floor. Good enough from the Polish captain. Sensible hit in the end. The block had it covered. She just got it off the fingers and away. 23-22 Poland. Modric to serve. Good pick up from Stenzel. Stusiak scoops it over. Can't finish the block, but a chance here. Stusiak from wide. Out. Miss hit from the youngster. That was a massive chance for Poland. And they just couldn't take it. Good pass from Stusiak. Śmazek kills it with ease. And Poland spike their way to championship point. 24-23. Back to the service line goes captain Kakalewska. Śmazek, Stusiak, Efimienko in the front line. It's a huge blocking unit for Poland. Can they get the job done here? Japan stay in the match, and the first opportunity to win it goes begging. Superb from Japan. 24-all. Stenzel comes back into the passing unit as Shinabi waits to serve. 2 clear points required now for both teams. Śmazek gives Poland a second match point. Boy, does she mean business, but she goes to the back line. Interesting call from Coach Nawrocki. He's gambling on another one of these magic substitutions. In comes Alagierska in the front line for Poland. Śmazek with the serve. It's a good serve. And defended. Śmazek, no, she's not going to swing, just volleys it over. Japan go again, and this time it's wide, and Poland have done it.